The wealth generated by trans-Saharan trade helped Carthage to establish a vast commercial empire. By the 3rd century BC, the Carthaginians had become so powerful that they became a threat to the Mediterranean's new superpower, Rome. The two mighty rivals battled sporadically for more than a century in the protracted bloodfest known to history as the Punic Wars. Twice the Carthaginians were defeated. They were made subservient subjects of the empire, but many Roman officials, fearing Carthage would one day regain its prowess, demanded its annihilation. In 149 BC, the empire's legion stormed the shores of North Africa and laid siege to the city.
In an effort to appease the Romans, they had already surrendered all of their weapons, all of their siege engines, their navy, and so forth, and they weren't prepared to fight Romans or to withstand a siege.
Carthage's only hope was its formidable network of defensive walls, some 21 miles of walls, held Rome's legions at bay for 3 years. But all the while, food within the barricaded city became scarcer and scarcer. Many Carthaginians starved to death, and others became so desperate that they devoured the corpses of their comrades. Their nightmare deepened in 146 BC, when the tenacious Romans finally breached the walls. The empire's goal was not victory, but extermination.
What you see here is some of the rare, well-preserved ruins of Carthage, and this is a set of houses that was burned by the troops of Scipio Aemilian in 146 BC, when Rome decided to level forever this city.
The defenseless Carthaginians were as lambs to the slaughter.
The people tried to defend their houses, which are flanking these streets, and they were killed one after the other. A skeleton was found on this hill of a young man who tried to defend himself with a pan, a cooking pan, he used as a shield. This pan was pierced several times by a javelin, and the javelin was found in the pan by the body.
The Roman death squad surged methodically from house to house. Some 150,000 Carthaginians perished in one of history's greatest systematic executions of civilians before World War II.
The Roman army was moving through the streets, and behind it there were slaves that were grabbing the bodies with hooks and throwing them in trenches. Some of them were still alive. Some Carthaginians rather preferred to commit suicide in the flames rather than to surrender to the Romans.